Hey everyone, Charles Dobbins here. I had one of my old friends in the multifamily business on as a guest, and I can just tell you right now that the um, the thing about multifamily investing is that you get to work with some fantastic people. You get to meet some fantastic people, and get to become lifelong friends with some great people. It's not like other businesses I've been in, and that's one of the nicest things about multifamily is that everyone's in it to do well and help other people, and that's what I love about it. And tonight we had one of my old friends on the call. He and I have known each other, man, over 10 years, and it was one of those things where if you come to see me talk, you hear me talking about Fannie and Freddie as one source of debt income, and then you hear me talking about Fred's Bank as the other source of debt. Fred's Bank. Fred actually introduced me to my special guest today. Vern. His name is Vern Schmidt. Vern.schmidt@gmail.com. And we learned all about opportunity zones. And we learned all about how opportunity zones are changing the face of real estate investing. It is absolutely amazing. Now, here's the thing. If the Democrats came up and started to slam the Republicans or say Donald Trump is out there, everyone's getting rich off these opportunity zones, and Donald Trump, he's all out for himself. What we learned today is that Donald Trump wasn't the guy who invented opportunity zones. He's the guy that understood them and knows how to promote them because he's a real estate guy. But opportunity zones were actually created during the Obama administration. So don't think for a second it's got anything to do with Trump. Both sides are the ones who created the opportunity zone. And here's why. What happened with these opportunity zones was that people were keeping their money in the stock market and they weren't reinvesting it into the communities because they were paying huge capital gains when they came out of the market. So what they did is they created these opportunity zones that are so incredibly tax favored that, listen, if you're looking to get into the multifamily or you're looking to get into real estate, you would better understand these opportunity zones and how they work. Okay. So what this means is that certain areas that you are looking to invest in, you should go on the state website and find out what areas near where you're investing are qualified as opportunity zones. Now, each state can determine what areas are going to be opportunity zones. So the federal government told the states, hey, you guys go out there and you determine which areas are going to be opportunity zones, and that's that. And then when you start to do deals in those marketplaces, you're going to get tax advantage benefits as a result. Especially if you're a high income earner, you want to understand how to get into into opportunity zones. Now, keep in mind, what some of these people are doing right now is they're creating opportunity zone funds so that they can go and buy property in those fund areas and take advantage of those tax benefits. So that's how powerful this stuff is. And it's going to go until 2025. I think they figured 2025 is going to be the last year that that you can invest in opportunity zones. But these properties have a 10-year window, so it goes beyond 2025 by 10 years, and that's that's the beauty of this legislation. So let me just give you an example about Vern. Vern is a guy who owns, millions of dollars of real estate. And he started off as an engineer with American Motors. Remember that one? How many people remember that? If you can remember, you probably know what the Edsel was. He was started with American Motors. They got purchased by Chrysler. Chrysler did a stock option deal with American Motors. Vern thought he was, getting a great deal and making all this tons of money. And before he knew it, they taxed him at the value of those new stock options in that first year, said, you owe this amount in taxes. And then 5 years later, his stock options were worthless. So he ended up paying taxes on phantom income that he never ended up receiving. And he swore that that would never happen to him again. He would learn the tax code so he would never be taken advantage of. Vern Schmidt has, I think he said, and you have to watch the whole video. Vern Schmidt has not paid taxes legally in 25 years. He's been retired for the last 11. He's 62 years old. He's been retired for the last 11 years. He just manages his money. He manages his investments, and he lives the type of life that everybody who is looking to get into real estate would like to live. Vern is that guy. And he's just the nicest guy in the world, and he'd love to help people. He has 18 clients who he helps manage their taxes and do the right thing. So he is a phenomenal source, especially for understanding these opportunity zones, but also for if you're a real estate investor and you're looking to get out of paying taxes and how to minimize your tax liability, Vern is your guy. So Vern.Schmidt, SCHMIDT, @gmail.com. So that was what we talked about on tonight's call. It was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And then next year, there's so many changes going on with the owner forum. It is better than ever before. I'm so excited about where this group has gone and where we're headed. And there's just so many cool things happening. But that was the last call of the year. I now have the next 2 Monday nights off, and then I will see you all in 2019, where we'll be kicking off the podcast. We'll be kicking off the new Owners Forum 2.0, and it's just going to be a phenomenal year. We want to make 2019 the best year ever for multifamily. We want everybody in our groups to accomplish their goals of owning multifamily property. So everyone, hey, thank you so much for a phenomenal 2018. It was the best year ever for me and the Dobbins family. I'm so grateful. And I want to just say thank you. And I will see you all in 2019. All right, everybody take care and enjoy your family. Talk to you soon.